Alright guys, I'm just going to do a chronograph video with the stock Byrna SD 8 gram Mr. Fizz CO2s, which are over there, and 3.6 gram Lambid nylon balls. So I'm just doing this just for my own information, and so you guys can see too. So yeah, I pretty much just have to pierce this and then start firing. So this will be a sort of simple and fast video. So here's the first trigger pull. So it has gas, and I'm gonna fire. 270. 262. 258. 252, 246. I'm going to change the magazine. I'm going to shoot as many as I can on one cartridge, but you'll see a definite FPS drop. And I'm shaking the marker to try to get every little bit of CO2 I can out of it. 244. 238, 236, 232, 224. Third magazine. 224, 218, 214, 210, 206. I'm gonna pause the video really quick. Alright, so I fixed the box, fixed the sweatshirt in there. I reloaded my rounds. I pulled the rounds out of the box. So this has been sitting on the table for like 3 minutes or so. So 206 was the last fire, like the FPS reading. So if this is higher, it's because it's been sitting for like a couple minutes. 242. It's probably gonna go below 200 on this next shot. Oh, damn. All right, 228. 228. 222. 208. So that surprised me. I'm gonna keep firing. I already have my other magazines loaded. So this is the 5th magazine on the same CO2 cartridge, the 8 gram Mr. Fizz. 196, my finger went off, but 196. 172. This one might be winding down now. 152. I don't know if I'm gonna get another shot. 134. So that's probably like 6 joules or something. It's not good. So this is the last shot. No gas. So it was able to get 24 shots, but the last magazine was pretty weak, and yeah, that probably won't deter anybody. But for less lethals and stuff, you don't really want like a high shot count, because you really just want to hit someone with it and then get away. Like, it's not supposed to be like you're taking on like 10 people and stuff. If you have to defend against like 10 people, you're better off just trying to get out of there as best as you can, because you're not going to take out 10 people with a less lethal marker. unless you just end up getting like headshots, eyeball shots like every single time. One thing I like about the Byrna is it's easy to load the magazines. You can see if there's rounds in the chamber. I'll show you that right now. So I just loaded the magazines while I was talking. So there's 15 rounds in here. And then right now there's nothing in this. And on top there's a little, it looks like a rail, but it's not a rail. This thing. So this thing will pop up when there's a round in the chamber. And I'll show you that right now. You might have seen it on other videos, but just to show you. So now there's a magazine in here. And a ball loaded, and that little like bump right here. This is telling me that there's a round in the Byrna. It kind of pops up. If I take the magazine out, the ball stays in there, and that little bump is still raised up right here. And this is how you push that ball out. So I'm gonna push that. I'm gonna push the top, and then the ball will fall out. So it just fell out. It's on the ground, rolling around down here. So yeah, that's one cool thing about the Byrna, the salt supply. You can't see if you have a round in there unless you look down the barrel, which is not good to do if it's gassed up. Or if you use the little, it comes with a little like pin that you can push on the top of the barrel. I haven't shown that yet. Maybe I've shown it one time on a different video, but on the Salt Supply S2, there's a little hole up here and they give you a little metal pin. And with the metal pin, you can clear the chamber. So the thing with the Byrna is you need to, unless you get like a aftermarket CO2 cap, you have to use the back of the magazine or an Allen wrench. On all the magazines, there's a little like nub thing on it, and you put it into the CO2 cap because there's a hole right there. Sorry, my camera's a little bit out of focus. But yeah, there's a hole right there, and you put this in there and then you twist it off. So my light kind of gets in the way. I can't do full turns, and that's just something I have to deal with this big light. But yeah, after like a couple turns, you can get it by hand and unthread it. So this is spent. I'm gonna let this chill out for about 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna start recording again. And I'm gonna use one of these, and these have been sitting in the sun for about 7 minutes now. So I'm gonna let these sit in the sun a little bit longer, and then let this be in the sun for about 5 minutes, flip it over, and then I'll start firing again, just to let this heat up because it's cold. So I'll see you on the next one. All right guys, it's been about probably 8-10 minutes. I flipped it over once, and it's just been sitting in the sun, like direct sunlight, getting warm. I added a little bit of oil, and I'm gonna start shooting again. So hopefully the oil doesn't affect the FPS readings. Also, the first cartridge was not sitting in direct sunlight, so this one's just a slight bit warmer than the first CO2 cartridge. So I'll see if that makes a difference. And yeah, I'm gonna load this thing up. I'm just tightening down the CO2 cap right now, and then I'll start firing pretty soon. So just give me like 5 or 10 seconds. And you don't want to crank down too hard on the CO2 cap, just a little bit. And yeah, I'm ready to go. So I'm gonna center this camera and start firing. So here we go, brand new cartridge. It's warmed up, a little bit of oil, so it has gas. I'm gonna start firing. .282. The previous cartridge, the first shot was .270. .288. So these are definitely a bit faster because the CO2's warmed up because it's been in direct sunlight. .282. But that could also mean that I'm gonna run out of fast shots within the first like 2 or 3 magazines. .280. .270. I'm gonna switch magazines. I already have them loaded up right here. So I'll be able to do 3 magazines, like not consecutively, and then I'm gonna pause the video and get balls and stuff. So .266, and I'm still shaking the marker to get all the CO2 and all the little crevices it can get. .262. 260, 256, 252, and third magazine. So this is shot 11 through 15 on the second CO2 cartridge. 246, 246, 240, 236. Last shot, third magazine. 232. I'm gonna pause the video, get balls, and come back real quick. All right, guys, I fixed the box. Same kind of thing. About 3 minutes passed. Byrna's just been chilling in direct sunlight. So I forgot what the last FPS was. I think it was 236 maybe. And this is the fourth magazine on the same CO2 cartridge. So if I get 24 shots, that's about the same as the first one. If I get more, that's good. If I get less, that might have been because the CO2 was warm and let out a lot of pressure on the first couple magazines. 250. 234. 220. 206. 190. And I'm gonna switch magazines. And yeah, I don't know how much gas is left in this. I feel like it was all put out in the first and second magazine. 156. 136. I'm not gonna chrono this. I just want to see if it fires. That was pretty weak. No more gas. So yeah, with the somewhat heated up CO2 cartridge, it fires harder in the beginning, but you run out of gas faster. But also you're not going to want to use like 5 magazines in that type of, if you were using this in a practical manner, you'd probably just want this to be done within like 5 or 10 shots and then like get the hell out of there. So yeah, it's not a bad marker. It's been reliable. I've never had any issues with this. It's just the power is low, and unless you get the XL boost, I don't even think it adds very much FPS to it using a 12-gram cartridge. But anyways, guys, that'll be it for this video, so have a good one.